out of camp 7:15 this morning. We stayed at a beautiful campsite up on top of, I think it's called Little Rock something, and watched the sunset while we ate dinner. This one other guy was up there, he's just doing a little section here. And today we are doing 23.5 miles, which will be about the same as what yesterday was after we added that little section to the campsite. And we are headed to Station 19 in Roan Mountain, Tennessee. We've heard that it's like a fantastic hostel, maybe even ranked like number 4 on the whole AT. They got like live music and stuff, and a cool restaurant, and free breakfast. Who doesn't like free breakfast? I can't remember if I've mentioned this already. I feel like I said free breakfast and was super excited about it, but anyway, yeah, that's what's up today. Got another gorgeous sunny day, and nice day for a hike, don't you think? You're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for. I think I made it to the top of Roan Mountain. It's really windy up here. It's really pretty. I just came through there, and it feels like it's like a bridge to Narnia or something. Now we go this way. Okay, well that's cool. Must have been some kind of building here, maybe a shelter. Doesn't look like a shelter, but that is cool. Just have a fire in the middle of nowhere. I just got word, from some day hikers that there might be a guy down at the road doing trail magic. I'm like probably a mile from the road right now, maybe even less. So I'm gonna run now. No, I'm not gonna run, but that is really exciting if that's true. I'm not gonna bank on it that he'll still be there when I get there, but that would be so cool. They were so sweet too. They had 2 dogs. I love seeing dogs on trail. I know not everybody agrees with that. Some people think that dogs shouldn't be on trail, or if they are, that they should definitely be on a leash at all times. But I think if your dog's well trained enough, then you can let them off leash, and I love seeing them. So let me pet your dogs, and hopefully there's some trail magic up ahead. So I just came from here and following the trail. I made the mistake of going here, which you'd think would be the trail, especially because the blaze is right there. When I see 2 on top of each other, I usually mean that to go straight. But actually, there's this little side trail here that I barely even noticed with a blaze over here. So I had to walk back up the side trail. So I made a little sign here out of sticks, AT that way, for other hikers, and hopefully they don't make that mistake, and hopefully Moose sees it and turns instead of having to go down the side trail too. Yeah, anyway, I don't know if other people, like when I see 2 blazes on top of each other, I take that to mean the trail goes straight instead of doing like the side trail or, whatever. And then if there's like one to the left or to the right, then the trail turns. But I've noticed recently that they just throw 2 blazes on top of each other, and it kind of just means like heads up, something's happening. So maybe I should not assume that it means we're going straight, and I should pay more attention when I see more than one blaze in any formation. Oops. A few more dad signs. The guy with the trail magic was so kind. His name is Uncle Dan. So if he ever sees this video, thank you so much. That was the first one he said of the day. I got some cookies for the road. I ate an apple. I have a banana in my pocket. He had some Sunny D, so I took a few cups of that. And yeah, he just got off the Foothills Trail. And he's hoping to hike the Colorado Trail, I think he said, which is awesome. So yeah, that was super cool, just out of the back of his truck. And he said he's gonna hike some stuff up to Roan Mountain Shelter tonight for some people. So yeah, off we go. It's 11 o'clock now. I don't even know what mile I'm at. I'm just gonna keep walking. It truly never gets old, ever. strangers out here today. It's awesome. We've got these little series of vaults here with gorgeous views. Today's trail talk comes from thinking about Uncle Dan's trail magic and how off trail, and especially as kids, which totally makes sense. I'm not saying we shouldn't be aware of strangers as children, but you know, we don't interact with people on like a really personal level in day-to-day life, especially like I grew up in Toronto. There's like, you walk by someone on the street and people actually like avert their gaze so they don't have to acknowledge you. And you know, you're taught not to take stuff from strangers, not to trust people that you don't know. And to an extent, I totally get that. And I know why we teach it to children, because children don't have, you know, their brain's not developed enough to understand consequences and make those executive decisions like that. But gosh, there are some really cool people in the world, and even if you're not going to become like close friends with them and keep in contact, just hearing people's stories and you know, he's just out here doing trail magic on the side of the road for people he doesn't know, just chatting and offering food and drinks, and he even took my garbage for me. And you know, people are just so cool, and especially when you get rides from strangers and stuff, like Moose and I have done one hitch. It's super cool. Anyway, there were some people walking by, so I didn't want to talk right while I passed them, but I just wanted to add that I think because of like media and movies and stuff, we just assume that there's more bad in the world than there is good, and I don't believe that's true. And maybe I'm you know, call me an optimist or, you know, naive, but I just think that if we assume the good in people, eventually everyone will have to rise to the occasion. But if we assume that everyone's bad, then you've kind of already like set the bar low, and nobody has to you know, raise it or be better. So if we assume the better of people, then hopefully we'll all get there. We'll all raise the standard, and we'll have a really fantastic, caring world, more so than we already do. And yep, that's on today's optimism and trail talks. Hey, to my friend Genya, I don't know if you've been watching the videos, but the Stonehenge song is stuck in my head, and I just thought that you should know. There's an old barn down there, and then there's this. Yeah. I like this pole. I don't know what's going on with her, but she's cool. Not to mention this. Yes, fill my heart with the sound of music. My heart wants to sing every song it hears. For the last time. Oh my goodness. Okay. Here we go. I made it. Dun, 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 dun.